Hi, I'm here today at Annie Allison Designs on Mill Street in Oakham to meet the face behind the name of the most beautiful collection of luxury wallpapers and fabrics. Annie, it's so good to see you.
Oh, it's lovely to see you. Thank you for coming.
So tell me how everyone can find you.
Right, so I am based on Mill Street in Oakham, which is where Gladwell's Rutland, the beautiful gallery downstairs, is situated. And if you actually go through into the gallery, there's a set of stairs at the back and they come straight the way up here. And,
into your studio.
into my
This
studio.
is where you call home on a Monday to Friday
Exactly.
basis, where all your drawing takes place, because you're an illustrator by trade, I suppose you'd call it.
Yeah,
is that right?
I mean, I started off just drawing with my daughter, actually, just using pen and ink very loosely, and then friends got me to start drawing their dogs and their houses, and then it kind of evolved from there, and this is where I am now. So yeah.
You started off with bespoke wallpapers, didn't you? I remember
Yes,
when we first met, you
that's
were
right.
just doing that.
I
and
did
it's
Minna
really
the dog.
grown. That's right, you did the dog.
The very
That's
first
right.
one. And then it's just kind of, I've just evolved, I suppose, over time. And now have moved into fabrics and home accessories. So it's all, very
So
exciting.
let's talk about the fabrics first. We've got
Okay.
a lovely collection behind us here.
Yep.
And the colours are just perfect. They're to die for. And
Oh,
I
thank
think
you.
they blend, don't they, with each other.
Yes.
And I think with so many of the lovely architecture we have in the area around here, with stone homes
Yep.
or even a nice new modern property or a barn conversion,
Yeah.
and all these colours, I think would just look beautiful.
Yeah,
So talk me
thank
through
you.
some of them.
Well, basically, my palette, as you can see, is quite muted, but it's also quite rich. But I wanted to introduce some sort of fresher tones as well. So I've kind of, one of the very early sort of designs really was my Birds in Flight, which is actually one of my wallpaper designs. And I've just sort of created these sort of colourways, which can kind of either, as you can see, they're quite fresh. So you can go fresh to sort of blues to quite sort of muted again. And then I've got the classic hydrangea, which I've done in some lovely,
Stunning.
yes, which I really love. And this is a very new
It's
colourway.
a new one, isn't it? I say,
Yes.
I've noticed that. So you've
Yes.
used that bit on your social media
Yes.
lately, and it's beautiful. I love the pink.
Yes, that's Chelsea pink actually, and the clue is in the title actually, which is
Yes, exciting.
So, and I've got some peacocks, and then this is a real classic. This is actually my logo, but it's one of my initial designs, which is quite abstract, but I've basically interpreted it in different ways. So here you can have it where it's slightly less sort of, I suppose, what do you geometric?
Compact.
Yes, compact
Yeah.
and sort of strong, and it's slightly looser here. And again, these colours and all the sort of the way that they work can all cross over. So, for example, if I was to take this, it would look equally lovely with this green.
Yes.
You could also introduce smaller
Smaller
pattern with
pattern,
it.
that's nice.
And, you know, each way, all these are designed to work in conjunction with each other. So, you know, they really can. They're hopefully now a very sort of curated kind of collection of fabrics, which I hope do sort of complement and work in so many different ways. And equally, one of the things I'm really, really passionate about is that I'm not about everybody having all my fabric everywhere. I think it's really lovely to be able to mix different designers and things up. So you could have, hopefully my fabrics work very well and complement a lot of other designers, which is a really good thing.
I could perhaps bring in, I don't know, a cushion off a
Ian
sofa,
Mankin or-
Ian Mankin or whatever,
Yeah.
and come in and say, I'd really love what you've got, Annie.
Yeah.
I love all your style and things. Help me find something to bring a bit of Annie Allison
Yes.
designs into my home, and you'd be able to help work and
Yes.
pick out the tones and the colours with
Exactly. And one of the things that I can also do, which is, I mean, obviously I'm very passionate about my particular palette, but if you have a colour that you particularly love and or a design that you particularly love, I can also complement that by making any of the colours here to match a colour of your own, so it's completely bespoke.
that. Okay, so I've got a crazy mustard that I really want, and you haven't got that here.
Yes.
You could bring that and do that. That's fab.
Yes, so
okay.
that's kind of something I can definitely offer. So that's basically my fabrics, and they are very much inspired by the great outdoors and very much about bringing sort of the outside in and the earthy natural tones and textures, which is also reflected, I suppose, in my other products like my wallpapers and that sort of thing. So that's very key.
So you've got lovely fabrics you can buy by the metre.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
You're bringing a few different accessories in now. You can
Yes.
see a lovely lampshade behind me here.
Yes.
So you can have your lampshades, of course, made in
Yes.
it, and cushions.
Yes.
But the wallpapers, I say, you first started out doing
Yes.
your bespoke designs there, but you've got lots of lovely ones, haven't you, now,
Yes,
that
I have.
complement and go with, and you don't have to have the fabrics and the wallpapers together. You can
Nope.
have one or the other, of
Exactly,
course. So show me some of those.
Right, so we have my wallpaper book, which hasn't got all my designs in, but it's got the majority of them in. And again, you've kind of got this very sort of textured linen look to them.
Oh,
so
yes.
again, they're not flat, they're sort of, and I can also create colourways for you if you wanted to in any of my designs. So they're designed for that.
That's so lovely.
So this is also, again, Rutland water, obviously,
Perfect Rutland water,
big
yes.
inspiration.
Or if you've got a holiday house or you're
Yes.
thinking of something there,
Exactly.
that's really pretty.
Oh, I mean, it is very much a sort of contemporary classic feel. So hopefully everything that I design is relatively timeless. So you can use it in pretty much any context and it won't date.
Yes, you can imagine it with an old farmhouse where you've got lots of maybe an antique piece of furniture that you've been given, an heirloom that you can't let go.
Yes,
You can imagine that
exactly.
sitting alongside that in a farmhouse, or something quite funky and contemporary in a new design.
Yes, exactly.
As well, working
Yeah.
really nicely there.
That's the idea. And I think the whole point of it is just to, you know, really the world is your oyster, I hope, you know, in the way that you can interpret my designs. They're not sort of jarring. I think they work, they're relatively
subtle
like
and-
pared back. They're kind of a pared back, you know, backdrop for people to be
They're
able
not
to
garish at all,
No.
are they? They're really, really classy, Annie. They're beautiful.
This is slightly more fun.
Yeah, that's nice.
This does find itself quite often in a loo.
Yeah, okay.
but also it's
Not
it
a
looks,
kitchen though.
No,
but
but
okay,
it could be work. It could work anywhere, and I can scale it up and make it more separated if you wanted it to. But if
Okay.
you've got quite a small room and you want to make, it's lovely to have something a bit
Yeah.
more fun. So I do love
My
that.
brain's whirring. I've got all sorts of walls that I think I could certainly make use of here. Very pretty
And
with the
then
stars.
Sirius, yes, that's really lovely. It's a lovely neutral. And this, I have to say, is probably one of my best sellers. And again, it's the Stella, and it just works so well as a backdrop
Let's
for
look at
so
the
many
colourways
reasons.
you've got here.
So
Really pretty colour, and it's almost texture, isn't it?
Yes.
The paper, like a linen.
That's a really great one, actually. This colourway, and I call that Cloudy Skies.
Very nice.
This is North Sea Blue.
Yeah.
And then if you like something a little bit more sort of, I suppose, stronger, which I would say this blue is, it's available
The
in
dark
that
blue
too.
is really in at the moment, isn't
It is.
it?
It's very in, and it does look stunning up. So it's a really great versatile piece of wallpaper. This particular design, it really does work. And then of course you've got the trees which are sitting on the front.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I've seen that one.
And that's
Wall
another
in.
lovely
Yeah,
one,
that's lovely.
which works really
And
well.
you've got paints as well, haven't you?
Yes, so I've partnered with, I've just teamed up with Fenwick and Tilbrook and just created a few very small collection of 9 paint colours.
So they're really accent colours, I
Yes, I
suppose. you'd
suppose
use
so.
them
Yes,
as.
you would use them as accents. They're just a really, I mean, some of these, I mean, this particular colour is done in a kitchen and looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
These I've done in a bedroom, this
Very
green.
nice, very
but then you've got the
restful.
more neutrals. This is a bit more of a smoky blue, and then of course you've got your classic sort of deep blue, which has also very recently been done in the kitchen. So it's sort of, you know, it's like everything is just slightly different. But I think the choice, I mean, I would love to expand it more and add a few more in there.
But again, people can bring in their paint colour, can't they?
Yes.
And help work out what
yes.
would work with it.
And actually, I do think Fenwick and Tilbrook are a brilliant company to work with because they have pretty much got every colour that you could possibly wish for. And
I'm
I
not
do
aware
work
of them, I have to
they're
say.
amazing. They're
Okay.
a Norfolk-based company, and they are really great. So if none of my colours work,
Yeah.
I pretty much guarantee one of theirs will.
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah, they're really fab. And then I have this, which is kind of where we've brought in the more textured cushions in and amongst the sort of ones where I've translated some of my.
So this is
designs.
crewel work,
Yes.
isn't it?
And this is actually done in India.
Probably can't see, but absolutely gorgeous texture on that with the crewel work, the needle work there. It's really lovely on that jute.
Yeah, it's
Very,
really
very
gorgeous.
nice, Annie. That's gorgeous.
And I'm very happy with those. And they've sort of, again, you know, I'm working on a couple new designs, and I do have the flexibility if people are really passionate about that specific kind of look. I do have the flexibility of changing colours for people.
And having loads of fun pulling out these.
And this is all the fun bit. This is where I could do this for hours.
Gosh, how many are on here? 199 different threads.
Absolutely incredible. But they, you know, I think that's the great thing, you know, working with like-minded kind of, I suppose, artisans that kind of really appreciate the need for people to express themselves through colour and texture. And that's very much what I'm able to do. And I'm lucky enough to find really great partners to work with. So,
I know that the crewel work is not done in Great Britain, but your wallpapers, they're all made over here.
Yes. So all my they're digitally printed, and all my fabrics and wallpapers are all manufactured here in the UK. Everything I get made is made here in the UK.
We love that.
And the lampshades are all made in the UK. So wherever I can, I try to support British manufacturing, which is really quite important to me as a designer. But obviously, it's impossible to have everything here because in order to get some of the more interesting elements, like my textured wallpapers.
So show me some of these different wallpapers.
So these are my textured wallpapers, and these again, you know.
So pull one out. Let's see if we can get a bit of.
Sorry, it's been some samples have been going out.
I don't know whether you can see this, but you can see it's almost like a weave, isn't it? It's absolutely gorgeous.
And it's sort of grass cloth basically, and they're just really sort of striking, and again work absolutely beautifully. If I kind of show you here, with a lot of my fabrics,
all the same tones, aren't they? Beautiful.
So again, and these do come from overseas, but that's unfortunately where they get made.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, but I try and limit, you know, where I can. But those sort of pieces are so unusual and so unique. It's just lovely to have them as part of my range, which I do love.
So what's come back over here so we can stand by your lovely fabrics behind us. What's next then for you? I hear there's some exciting news.
Well, it is quite exciting. Yeah, I'm very, very honoured to have been accepted to exhibit at Chelsea Flower Show this May. So
amazing, because that's not easy to get into. I know, I've got an exhibition background, I know all about this.
So it was a bit of a shock. I heard just before Christmas, so that was really exciting.
Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, no, so I'm very excited about that. Slightly nervous, I have to say.
You can do it.
But I think we'll get there. And so I'm preparing for that basically. Meantime, working with my lovely clients.
Yeah.
So all very good.
Very good indeed. Yeah. And we're going to have a little competition as well, because it wouldn't be one of my interviews without a lovely prize for you all to take part in. So you're very kindly letting somebody win one of your beautiful cushions.
Yes.
Rather than us saying which cushion it is, they're going to, hopefully the winner will be picked at random and announced on Facebook, and they can come in and meet you and have a chat about everything that you've got here, bring in either something they've got in existence already, like I mentioned earlier, and then they can hopefully find something to complement.
Or I can get one made for them, so whatever. Whichever works, so hopefully
that's fantastic. Thank you so much. A really lovely prize.
Pleasure.
So for your chance to maybe win this lovely cushion, you need to follow Annie's Facebook page and your Instagram as well. So follow on Instagram, follow on social media, and the same with us at Pelham James. So like both of us, you need to comment, please, telling us which your favourite design is that you've seen today, whether it's, oh gosh, any of the, like your lovely, what's that one called?
This one's called Stellar Star.
Stellar Star.
Hydrangea.
Birds in Flight,
Mountain
I know.
Pine.
Let us know which your favourite design is of Annie's. And so, like, share, follow, and I'll pick the winner's name at random and we'll announce it soon. So everybody, good luck. Thanks for taking part. And I hope you've liked my little spotlight on Annie Allison's designs today.